Alrighty, guys and gals, what is going on? All you beautiful people, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Misty Mountain Gaming channel. I'm Big E. Up on the screen, this is City Skylines. This is vanilla. We are playing with no mods. Yeah, this the goal of this Let's Play is to reach a population of 1 million. There's that weird thing with the trees. This is a graphics thing. I don't know what that is, but it kind of bugs me. I'm a little bit OCD about stuff, but I've played with the graphic settings. Right now, they're all maximum ultra, but I've tried to adjust and lower them. Doesn't seem to make a difference. Hot dog truck right there. Probably coming from my house. Did you see that? He got on 2 wheels, man. Slow down, dude. What's the hurry? Anyway, here's a little shot of our industry. Let's jump back in. We are currently at a population of about 7,200. We're gaining people every day. Look at our cash flow, guys. We're making $7,200 a week. We have a high demand for residential. We got a little demand for some commercial, and we've got a little demand for industry. Not very much. But we are moving right along. Our next milestone is going to be 9,500 people. We'll be able to level up buildings to level 6. We also get a train, and that's going to work out just fine because we are trying to get up here. We're going to unlock this tile, and this is where our big city is going to be with access to the rail. What else do we get? Train station, cargo terminal. A yoga garden, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, and a hydropower plant. That is very interesting. I have tried to use a hydropower plant in the past, and they are dangerous. They're dangerous for your city. So I could put one right here. Oh, wait, which way? Doesn't actually matter which way the water is flowing. It creates this weird physics with the water, and your whole town could flood. And you could kill everybody. You guys are like, do it. Do it right now. Put it in. Anyway, really quickly, let me pause the game. Actually, let's not pause it. We're making good cash. Let's keep it unpaused. Let's take a look at our resources here. Electricity, we're doing fine. We can produce 186 megawatts. We're consuming about 120. As we grow, this is going to go down, and we'll have to address that again. I'm hoping we can get... I might try the hydropower plant. It'll be risky. I'm definitely going to save the game before I put this bad boy in. But it has a potential, you can see down there, of producing 1,600 megawatts. It depends on the flow of the water. So we're fine for right now on electricity. No, water. Water, we're hanging in there. Yep. We're pulling water in here. The flow of water runs this way. It's very important we pull water in here. And we're dumping it here, and we are a lot cleaner than we were before. Let's check this. This was a problem. So I got rid of the landfill. It was here, if you remember. It did empty off camera. I just deleted it, and I was surprised. I think what happened, the reason this went way up is because we were emptying it. It was sending trucks. I wish I could not do that. I wish it would not auto-select. But the landfill was here, and we were emptying it. So trucks were coming. They were filling up, and they were going here and here and here. They were utilizing basically all of the recycling centers we have. And as soon as it was empty and I deleted it, you can see what happened. It's looking good now, so we're good to go there, which is a relief. Healthcare, we're looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We have 14 deceased people. I mean, our cemetery is right there. We're doing all right. What about hospital? This is what I want to look at. Oh, we're fine. We're good to go there. Fire department coverage, it's not bad. We've got them in the 4 corners here. We are pretty well covered, I think. I think we're all right. Fire watchtower. I feel like the music's too loud. Probably is. We're still good to go on jails. We don't have any coverage up here, but It's okay. We're doing all right for now. And let's look at our education. Elementary schools, we have a capacity of 1,200. Only 600. We're good to go. If it's in the green, we are good to go. And what about high school? Let's actually look here. So we've only got 34% of our citizens are uneducated, 29% are educated. We have 30% well-educated, and 6% highly educated. So when you start getting to this point where you have more well-educated people than educated, you'll have to start putting some offices down because buildings are going to complain, like, is it this one? Not enough educated workers. So we're going to take care of that. Also, you may notice I turned on the day and night cycle. I forgot I had this off. And the city at night, it looks pretty good. It's there's some pretty good lighting effects. Good God. Hold on, guys. Crank it down, YouTube boy. Yeah, the lights are going to come on. Here they go. Let's take a look at this. Let's do free camera mode here. Yeah, there's some pretty good lighting effects in this game. And there's all kinds of mod packs you can do to enhance this. I think it looks really cool. Let's actually do this. Do a little cinematic view. Okay, let's not do that. I don't want to see the highway. Anyway, while I'm building, I generally turn the day-night cycle off, but it is pretty cool to look at. So where are we? Education, this is what we were looking at. High school, we're good to go there. We've got 2 high schools, one here and one here. As you can see, we're still all right. University, we have plenty of space for people. These people aren't really covered, but we are going to set up a bus system. And we're getting, right, I think when you get around 8,000 people or close to 10,000 people, bus systems will come in handy. And, excuse me, and we might do some of that. And the public library, it's not really being utilized, but this does also help in our education. So, anyway. Do I want to turn this off? It is hard to build in the night. So hold on, let me do this. I always end up doing this, always. I turn it on, and I was like, man, that looks cool, until I try to build, and then it's not cool, because I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, we've got a lot of cash. So since we have a demand for some commercial, and some residential. First things first, let's put a couple more offices in here. We're going to put, let's do this. I'm going to leave that road open. We're going to line this with offices. Like administrative buildings, right? Next to the university. This is our university. We should probably name that. We don't have a huge demand, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. But I do have to put some residential in, so here we go. Let's fill in. So as we get up, after we buy this tile, I'm going to change over to the high density. And it does, it creates a little bit more noise. Well, especially the high density commercial zones create a lot more noise. So you'll see how this is going to work. We're going to start using office zones as buffers. So we'll have a commercial zone. We'll have offices in between the residential zones, and it'll filter out the noise for us. I'll show you how that will work, if anybody's not familiar. Also, if people are familiar with this game and you've got any tips or tricks, brothers and sisters, I would love to hear them. It's not like I'm an expert with this game. I love the game. I enjoy it. I think it's a wonderful game. But I am far from an expert. So if you've got any tips, let me know. Or something you'd like to see, just give me a shout out down there in the comments. Go, hey, E! And I go, what's up, bro? I might not say it like that. I mean, in my mind, I'll probably be saying it like that. Why don't we have nothing here? We ain't got nothing here. Let's put a little corner store right in here. It seems like that'd be a beautiful place for a corner store. And we'll throw one here. Because we do have a small demand. So this is a small downtown area, is how I built this up here. And you know what? Do that. Let's do that. Now, once we get up here into the big city, quote-unquote big city, we're going to have much bigger things. We're going to have some of these unique buildings. Oh, look at this. Look at this thing, guys. This is the winter market. I forget where this comes from. It's pretty cool looking. It is pretty cool looking. And this We can almost afford this, but I need to have a really good cash flow. Even though we're making almost 10 grand a week, I'm going to wait till we're well above 200,000, and then I'm going to drop this in. But this will be up here in the city somewhere. And I'll probably tie it into the railroad and the bus system and probably the subway. I can't, what do they call it? What do they call it in this game? It's called the metro station. It's like underground subway. So we'll have little underground, it's just a little small square you walk into. It's all underground, and people will be able to catch the subway down here up to see the game and shit like that, or their jobs or wherever they desire. So that little bit of housing we put in took care of those that demand. A little more demand. Let's throw down some more commercial. And this is kind of the main drag here, so it would be a good idea. We're going to put some more commercial here. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I thought I had gotten rid of these windmills, but I guess I did not. I've had trouble with this game before, where it just did not save. It's not a huge deal, but it is kind of annoying when that happens. Anyway, let's fill in a bit right here. Little mom and pop store right there. That should quench. That should fix that. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of these windmills. Yeah, it just occurred to me. It did not save. I did a couple of things off camera. I actually moved these over here. Got some abandoned buildings happening here. And this is because of the educated workers thing. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to throw some offices in here. That's kind of bugging me a little bit. I mean, it doesn't appear... Like what I did off camera, I got rid of the garbage disposal and I moved these, and I think that's all I did. Oh, I think I had a neighborhood in here. I got rid of this neighborhood because I didn't like how it was working out. So we're going to redo this. That's going to be something different. It's going to be houses, but I'm going to redo that a little bit. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys this. I think I did this on camera. I put this little interchange here as well so people can feed into town. But let me see if I can remedy this situation. We're going to D-zone. No, not the whole thing. I just want to D-zone this. So where these are abandoned, I'm going to actually throw in some office buildings. And that should fix... that should fix some of this demand. These places wanting educated workers, they don't have enough. So we'll do this. We're going to do this. We're going to chuck a little office in there. We're going to chuck some offices in here. So when those buildings come back, they'll be the right thing. Actually, let me... So what I need to do... There is a mod that I'm probably going to turn on. It automatically deletes or bulldozes those buildings. Because I don't know that they will correct themselves. They might. I thought I saw a couple episodes ago where I had some abandoned buildings flashing, and then I did not see them. So maybe they do autocorrect, but I am not 100% sure. So I think what we're going to do here... I'm going to evict some people. Eminent domain. I'm the damn mayor. I can do whatever I want. The reason I'm going to do this, because I want a little bit of a buffer here. So offices, like I said, they make a great sound barrier. The highway does produce a little bit of noise pollution. People don't like noise pollution. They do not like it. And we're going to put a little park in here. Got some money to play around with. I'm going to do a large park with trees right here. I'm going to do it right there. And offices here. And offices here. And here. Very nice. So those should fill in, and this should help out a little bit, because what we're doing is we're getting rid of the building that didn't have enough educated workers. It won't come back as a building that needs that. Instead, they will go right here. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm sure I did not explain that correctly, and I don't want anything right there. Okay. So let me see if I can show you where is our noise pollution. So it's kind of hard to tell right now. I should do it up here, or I'm actually going to get rid of these. But once these all spawn in, you see how these buildings are white and they are not red? That means they are buffering, and you can actually see these buildings are white. Since this is commercial, the noise is coming through here. So it might be a good idea for me to completely get rid of these commercial buildings. Just do all office buildings right there. And with these are office buildings here as well, and so it's protecting the noise level there a little bit. Anyway, let me move these. I'm going to move these windmills. Like I said, I did this off camera, but apparently it did not stick. So you can move things. It does cost money, but when you place these wind turbines, you can see there, the darker the area, the higher the wind. So the highest you can get is that 8 megawatts. There's 3, 8. So I think these look pretty cool when they are along the riverbank like this. 8, and we're going to move this one as well, because they do create some noise. Where do we want to put this one? We got to check in on our man Josh over here. See what's going on with him. Industrial zones, they don't care about noise. So you could put one of those right there. They don't care about noise. It doesn't bother them. Nothing goes abandoned. Let's check in on Josh. So for anybody who doesn't know, I did have a request. I asked people if they wanted something named after them, a building. And Josh from Alpine Gaming, I'm doing a co-op play with him in Shadowlands. He didn't just want a building named after him. This dude was like, dude, I want my own private Idaho. I want a private island, private jet, private log cabin. I better have a Lamborghini. He was just making a list of demands. Not true. I'm having a little bit of fun. Anyway, this is Alpine Way. I chucked in some trees for you, brother. You see these big trees right here, my friend? Oh, we've got a... What do we got going on here? He's having a party? What do we got? Cedric Alexandra. Oh, he resides here, and he is a high school student at Tab High. So one of the high schools I named Tab, because that's the high school that I went to for a very short period of time. Mary Peters. So for some reason, these car names, the car names are not sticking. I've renamed these. Uh-oh, it's the Popo. What's up, Josh? What's going on, man? What's this dude up to? Oh, he's responding to a call. Okay, get rid of that. Kathleen Peters. That's not your wife. That's not your wife's name. What's going on in here, freak? Mary and Kathleen and another dude? All right, we're just going to leave that at that. I don't know what kind of freak stuff Josh is up to there, but so the original plan for this island, and I'm still going to do it, I'm going to have a house here. That's right. I'm the mayor of the town. It's going to be a giant house. It's going to be kick-ass. Josh lives on my property. He pays me rent. As long as he pays me rent, I don't care what kind of freak stuff he's got going on over there. Anyway. Our residential is going back up a little bit, so... Did these come in? Yeah. These did come in. So these office buildings, they can look kind of cool. And I hate it when this happens. There's a mod you can get in the game where it will prevent stuff from, when it spawns in, it'll prevent it from looking like the same thing. We're not going to really worry about it too much in this Let's Play. I think I'm going to have multiple seasons of this because I've got a lot of great ideas for this game. It's a lot of fun. And so I'm going to incorporate mods later on where we get very unique buildings. So let's take a look down here. So these buildings are leveling up. This is a level 4. This building can go as high as level 5. And this increases every time we hit a milestone. So this increases land values. This looks pretty nice. This does look pretty nice in there. Oh no, we've got a fire, bros. What's on fire? Super Pharmacy is on fire. Look at our responders. Oh, it's under control. Done. Uh-oh. It's a dead body, guys. It's a dead body. Going back to the cemetery. That happens. That happens in real life. It happens in the game. All right, I could get a little distracted. So we got another case of not enough educated workers. So if you've never played this game before and you're thinking about trying it, first of all, I highly recommend it. This game is a lot of fun, man. You can go nuts. It seems overwhelming, but there are lots of tutorials out there, and it starts you off pretty basic. There are tutorial systems in the game. I just have them all turned off, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. But if you're starting to build your first town or your city and you see this stuff, it's not like you have to jump on everything. Things will correct themselves. I'm a little bit OCD about it. I tend to jump on stuff right away, which is not the best because it distracts me from doing things I actually need to do, like putting in more houses. But since we have the college and our citizens are more educated, we are going to start. I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start dezoning. Let's get rid of that one. And we're going to start laying in some office buildings. And it should help resolve some of that issue. And it's good to have office buildings. This is what you see in real life. You've got office buildings mixed in with commercial, and you know, that's how it is. So that filled in nicely. We do have some more demand. That's gone awry. Let's get rid of that. He seemed very happy that I made that. He's like, get rid of that building, dude. Like, what the hell? It's gone. Just relax, bro. All right, we gotta get some more housing. We're gonna let this stuff play out. It's not that big of a deal if stuff goes abandoned. That also happens in real life. So we filled in fairly nicely. I didn't make the best use. Let's see how quickly they get to this fire here. Let's see where our boys are. Should see the flashing lights. This will let me know if I need to put a fire station closer. I think we're okay. Here they come. Here they come. Look at them. What are you doing, sir? You need to get the hell out of the way. There we go. So fires can spread from building to building. And if your police station is too far away, or you just don't have it, or your fire department rather, you can have whole neighborhoods burned down. It's a thing. So anyway, like I was saying, I didn't make the best use of space here, but I don't really care. It's good to mix it up. It's a good way to get your population up when you densely pack neighborhoods like this. And Albuquerque is a lot like this in New Mexico. Every state, every place has neighborhoods like that where everything is packed in like sardines. And then you've got places like this where it's more open. So anyway, let's see. I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to start coming onto the other side of the road over here. We've got time before we purchase this tile. And I want the population to, I want to hit probably 2 more milestones before we think about going up here. So for right now, we are going to jump onto this side of the road, and I'm probably going to upgrade all of these roads to the tree-lined roads. I'll just do it off camera because it's just a matter of click, click, click. It takes a long time, and try to cut that stuff out. But anyway, here we go. So let's see. I think for this lower one, we're gonna go with the grid pattern. We're gonna kind of duplicate what we did here, and then up here we're gonna duplicate what we did here to give it some to make it a bit more uniform, I suppose. So we're not gonna get too close to this highway. Oh, did I put that too close? I did put that too close. Okay, hold on. I need to move this. Oh. All right. I'm going to do this then. I'm going to put this right here. Yeah. Okay. I'm usually pretty good about that, not building between streets where I know I might expand in the future. So this, oh, this is going to drive me. This is going to drive me nuts. So what happened here? The reason this doesn't line up is because of the way this interchange was placed in conjunction with the plot of land that we had. And I could have fixed this, but I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do some, it's going to be a little bit wonky. I'm going to freestyle this. These guidelines can really mess you up. Hold on. Let me do it this way. We're going to come down here. And then I'm going to go back across. Oh, I blocked that too? Fuck. Okay, hold on. I did block it. And I just blocked that road again. Fucking idiot. All right. Whatever. I'll fix it. This is gonna go away eventually anyway. So what I need to do here, this isn't gonna line up perfect. Actually, what happens if I do that? What? So that gives me a 93. All right, I'm gonna do that. I know it looks wonky, but I'm trying to give it the appearance that it's straight, but not a lot I can do there. This is terrible. You know what? I can't live with that. I can't live with this. I've got to correct this, and we're going to do it right now. So I'm going to pause the game. You guys are going to witness a little OCD here. And I don't say OCD lightly. I know OCD is like a real thing. I use it as I kind of joke around. I do have it a little bit. I'm kind of a perfectionist, but I know it's a real problem for people. So I'm not making light of it by any means. What I'm going to do, I need to get 90 off of here. So this is going to mess. It's going to screw us up a little bit here. I'm wondering if I can even actually do this. So that's telling me that's 90 degrees. That's how... Wait, I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can correct this. The problem is this is fucking wonky too. This is the problem right here, isn't it? Okay. Oh. What is that? Oh, police station. No, I don't want to delete the police station. Let's relocate this police station. Eminent domain. What is this? Elementary school. Is that okay? It looks like this road starts coming out right there, so that's okay. So we're going to delete some stuff here. It's not that big of a deal when you're in this position to do stuff like this. I try not to. But, you know, it depends on how you start. So that needs to go. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna fix this problem a little bit here. And hopefully this is relatively straight. Doesn't have to be exact. So this... All right, I can live with that. I can live with that, and from this point, we're going to come straight over. All right, so I just need to get back up. Oh, I need to do what I had in place before, and I'll see if I can make it a little bit better. I'm going to use this. So let me see how I want to do this. How did I have this? I think it was coming up here. I think what I'm going to do... Let's do this. We need to do 1, 2, 3. God damn. Okay. Guidelines? Is that what I want to turn off? The game can actually mess you up a little bit because it tries to pin things automatically. Oh, is that too low? Why is that not happening? All right, I think I need to raise... This needs to be raised up a bit more here. So do this. Bear with me, guys. It can be a little bit tricky to get this... Oh, because it slopes down, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go 5 up. It should be okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Let's go back to this. And turn everything back on. That pollution right there, that will clear itself up. So that's not too bad. You see how these grids... Well, you can't see it now because I... You see how these grids... That's not too bad. I mean, that's as good as I could have expected, I suppose. But anyway, this is where the recycling centers were. If I keep these up here, this will eventually clear up. Pollution does eventually clear up, and I am going to keep these... Probably going to put these recycling centers here, maybe. I do need them so they have access here. The reason they were here is because they had quick access to this overpass here, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, let's get this... Let's get this zoned in here. Did I mess up here? Yeah, well, okay, whatever. And we're going to make a couple of cross streets here. What is that? Fuck. What is this? Firehouse. Okay, move it again. I want the firehouse there. This is also in the way. Move the elementary school. Move the elementary school right. Is that a good place for an elementary school? I don't think it is. I think we're going to put the elementary school in here. Going to put it right here. Eminent domain. Okay, try this again. I want to make a cross street here. So that's lining up. That looks a lot better than that wonky shit that we had going on before. Okay. And... let me look. Is that okay? This actually needs to be one way. Let's upgrade this road. Oh, the way. That needs to be one way. People, there's no reason for people to come down here. Unless I build here. No, I'm not going to build there. And in fact, let me do this. So, here's the thing. So, this is a one-way street. If I build something here, people, yeah, coming in can easily get to it. However, if they want to leave... they'd have to go all the way around this way to get back out, right? Wait a minute. Does that even make any sense? I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just not going to build on this one-way street if I can remember not to do it. Let me do this so I'll remind myself. We're going to put some trees in here. Let's look at large trees. Let's put some of this in here. This doesn't look like a very large tree to me. So I'll remind myself not to build here. I'm going to do that. And hopefully that'll work. Okay. What are we doing on time? We're half an hour in. Let me see if I can get this neighborhood built out, and then we will unpause it. We're going to block in here. I don't want the intersections too close together. But I do want to mix it up a little bit. We may as well bring that down. And let's go here. And here. Quick access to the highway. Okay. Now, let's move these. That's two-way. I think what I want to do here is this. Oh, no, I don't want it too close over there. And that. So, that will allow these trucks to come out. They can come down here. Okay, I got a better idea. Cross street. Not one way. Cross street. Okay, problem solved. They can just... They come out here. They can take a left. If they come out here, I wonder if they can make a U-turn here. I think that's what was happening before. I think they were making U-turns. If not, they'll come out here and they'll go around this way. So, okay, that's fine. I can live with that. And do I want more streets in here? Maybe. We need to utilize this area. Okay, we're gonna kind of pack them in here. Not crazy pack them in, but we want to utilize these blank spaces. And let's actually put, while it's open like this, let's do a couple of parks. We'll put a park. We'll put a park here. We'll do a dog park. That way, this this area land value increases. We'll put one here. And let's do we'll do a jumpy house for some kids. We'll do a jumpy house right here. And I think I'm going to do this giant park here. This is just going to be Park Central, man. Oh. Do that. All right, I like that. I do like that. And let's see. Let's do this. That's pretty damn good. So let's fill in for water. Let's do this. What do you mean space already occupied? What does that mean? Oh, is it because... Okay, I see. So I'm trying... As far as these water pipes go, I was trying to kind of keep it real. In real life, water pipes don't run under houses because it would be a nightmare trying to access if something went wrong. They're under the streets or near the sidewalk. They're not under houses. So that's kind of how I'm trying to do it, but it's not working out that well. Anyway, let's unpause this. Make sure I didn't break anything. Everything should be fine. We just have a new neighborhood now. This is still going to cause a little bit of pollution, but I'm not going to build in here. If anything, Oh, there we go. Right, I forgot. Well, I was really sure that electricity would jump over. But it didn't. It's not a big deal. We'll just do this. We're going to come across here. Come across the road. And I got to tie these in. Let me see if I can... Let me see. We got a little bit of demand for this. I wonder if office buildings would be okay here. I'll monitor this. Let me do this. I'm going to put... Actually, let's do this. Let's do a commercial building. I'm going to monitor this building to see if it makes these people sick. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make the electricity feed across so I don't have to run power lines. I try to avoid that if at all possible. So if that connects, that'll work. And then I need to go this way. Let's see if I can make that work. I'll unpause it here. And I'm going to speed it up to see if this jumps over. We need this stuff to pop in. If not, I'll run a power line. That one's popping up. Oh, this will work. This should work. Just need this to pop in. There we go. Power solved. And I could put something here and actually fix this one as well. Let me slow it back down. Just going to leave it like that for now. Just going to leave it like that. And let me take a look at the light situation really quick. Anytime you put smaller roads across bigger roads, you will get a stoplight. I don't mind stoplights, but I don't really think they're neat. Like a place like this, stop signs to me are fine. So we're going to leave it like that. All right. How are we doing on time? I guess we got to call this. We will wrap it up. What are these red buildings here? The Mulberry Residence. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, the neighborhood's coming along, man. You know what I forgot to do? I was going to expand this. I still could do it. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. So this is zoned in, and we have a policy set here, and I was going to expand it over here, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much this Let's Play. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what some of the stuff you can do, and you can go much, much further than what I've done, and this is hella annoying. I do have a new playlist, guys. I finally got a new playlist, and 99% of the songs are new. But it's this kind of music. Just kind of, it's not quite as chill as the jazz, but I figured I would mix it up a little bit. It's a little bit more upbeat. Anyway, I guess we're going to call it here. Let's check in over here. Let's check in on Josh. What's this guy up to? You still got freak stuff going on? There's a sports car. If I can ever see Mary Peters, I'm going to rename her. I'm not sure what his wife's name is, but we're going to name him, we'll name her Miss Shaw. Yeah. And that's Kathleen Peters. So this is a young adult. So this is his kid. Oh, I didn't know I could do this. Pause. Okay. This is we're going to call her, I'm going to make up my own name for your child, Josh. I'm going to name her Sarah. This is Sarah Shaw. That's Josh's educated daughter. So let me go see if I can find the wife here. Let's see if we can find Mary. Surely there's a faster way to get over here than this edge scroll thing. Okay, so uneducated senior. So she's inside, so I can't access her, but I will try again. A scooter? Emma Blackwell, he's got multiple kids. Hold on, I can look at this. Just do this. Okay. So it's Josh, his wife, 2 adults, 4 seniors, 5 young adults, and 2 teenagers? Okay, so he has 7 children, and both of their parents are living with them. All right, we're going to leave him alone. He's got a full house. I feel bad. I should have made him a bigger house. Anyway, he'll survive. But I think we're going to call it here. Commercial building. I'm going to let that stuff work itself out. But you'll notice the office buildings, they should be, 14 for 14. Because they're going to want educated, well-educated, and highly educated. So it should be fine for them. But anyway, I guess we're going to call it here. How close are we to the milestone? Yeah, we'll hit it next episode. We need, like 1,500 or so, whatever that math is. But next episode, we're going to expand over here. I'll put some offices probably along here to keep the noise down. We'll fill in the residential, and I am going to keep an eye on these people to see if people get sick here. I don't know if it affects commercial. You would think it would. I know if I put houses here, these people would get sick from the ground pollution. But it might be okay there. Anyway, let's do a little free camera style here. We are going to call it. Let me know what you guys think, if you're enjoying it. I'm way far ahead in episodes for this. And by the time this is out, you will already know the schedule if anybody is watching this. But I'm releasing these every other day, essentially, because I'm having so much fun with it. And like I said, I'm very far ahead. So if you guys do leave comments, here's example. So I'm recording this, and right now I think I've only got 2 episodes out on City Skylines, and this is episode number 8. So I am way far ahead. So if you leave a comment or have a suggestion, if you want something named after you, or it may not appear until like episode 9 or beyond. So just keep that in mind anyway. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Anybody that did, you guys take care, and I will see you in a future episode. Peace.